Hello violinists, welcome to Pro-Am Strings. I'm Henriette and this is lesson 17 in the All for Strings Violin for Beginners course, and in this lesson today we are learning the concert song, which is number 75, and you can find it in your book on page 26. Now first of all I'll explain to you how this song goes, and you can see in the red bar at the top of the page there is an explanation about dal segno al fine, and this gives you directions about how to play this piece, because you're not going straight from the left hand top corner to the right hand bottom corner. There is something else the matter. So you're playing from the beginning, and you play the whole of line 1 and the whole of line 2, but you may observe that at the start of line 2 you've got this swirly thing which is the sign, so bear that in mind, we'll come back to it in a moment. And then at the end of line 2 you can see the word fine, and fine in Italian means the finish, so bear that in mind for now as well. So from the last bar at the end of the third line you go back to the start of the second line, and then you play the whole second line until you see the word fine, and that's where your piece is finished. And you can also see the double bar line, the thin black line and the fat black line, which indicates that's the end of your piece. So instead of this piece being 3 lines long as it's printed in your music, it is actually 4 lines long. And then of course this is a piece in 2 parts. Now first of all we're going to play the top line, and I'm going to play along with you, and then by the end of this lesson I hope we can play this song as a duet, and that is why this is called concert song, because you will find this is a lovely song to play together. So let's go ahead and let's get started. As you can see, we're starting on the 3rd finger on the A string, so let's find that note first of all. And let's check it with the open D string. Lovely job. Now underneath that first note you can see the letters WB, which means hobo. Underneath the following 2 notes you can see the letters UH, which means upper half, so that's it, tells you about the bowing. Don't worry if you forget about the bowing on your first go, perhaps you can add that on your 2nd or even 3rd playing. Find the notes, the fingers first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now retake the bow, so you do a big circle in the air, and here we go. So lift your bow up and add your 3rd finger. Continue and retake the bow again and rest. Now back to the 2nd line. you notice that the pieces are becoming a little bit longer. So you start to build more stamina with this music as well. Super work, well done. Now in the next section of this video, we're just going to pick out 1 or 2 bits where we want to practice separately potential difficulties, potential moments where you might get caught out. Now let's have a look first of all at the second bar, and in the second bar you play the first finger on the A string. Here it is. And this is followed immediately by the second finger on the D string. Now that is an unusual combination, we haven't come across that in these lessons so far, so let's practice that a few times. Here is your B, first finger on A, second finger on D, and again. Well done. Remember the B, the first finger on the A string, is on the A string, and the second finger on D is on the D string, so your elbow levels change, you see. Shall we practice that again? Here we go. And now this time when we play from bar 1, you'll find this a whole lot easier. Let's just play the first 4 bars again. Let's find your finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely job. Well done. Next, I'd like you to think for a moment about the tuning of the third fingers. And you have rightly already checked the third finger right at the start of your piece by going. But you can also have a go at testing the third finger on the D string in bar 14. So what I'd like us to do is to start playing in bar 13 and then hold on to the first note in bar 14 just to pause and to check the tuning there. So I'm starting in bar 13 on the first finger on A, and hold it here. Now can you check? And that is a good way to check your playing in the middle of a piece so that you know that you stay in tune. So wherever you see the third finger on the D string, in other places in this piece as well, take a moment to double check the tuning so that you improve your tuning all the while you're practicing. Now is the time then that we play this concert song as a concert song, so in other words in 2 parts. I hope you enjoyed that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. I'd be really interested to hear how that was for you, so please do write a comment in the comment section down below this video. All your fellow violinists would love to hear how you got on as well. So if you all do that, that would get a nice conversation going. Maybe if you're enjoying this course, you might consider becoming a member of Henriette's Violin Club, and you can find all the information about the Violin Club in one of the links down below this video in the description as well. So for now, I say to you, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your practice, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.